the Miami Beach community concerned.
It's crazy. It's just, we were all wondering, like, how did this happen?
Over the future of this historic landmark, President Donald Trump diagnosed.
That means that blood cannot return as easily, and people often develop swelling.
With a chronic venous insufficiency and an arrest made.
People are very relieved today.
On the suspected murder of a 48-year-old woman. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Dylan Pazay.
And I'm Sabrina Lozano. Today is Friday, July 18th, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
A landmark's future in question as a historic site in Miami steps into a bold new chapter. A local charter school's foundation is in talks to transform a historic Miami landmark into a hub for education and the art.
So the question is, what does the future hold for this iconic symbol of the city's landscape? And what does the community have to say about this? Caplin News reporter David Lascano is live in downtown Miami. David, what have been the reactions?
Now, Sabrina, the community is just not happy about the city giving up this landmark right behind me, and less so for the mere amount of $10. The Olympia Theater opened its doors on 1926 as a silent movie palace and has been home to legends like B.B. King, Pavarotti, and the King of Rock and Roll. But time has taken a toll on the almost century-old theater, with estimates pointing at a whopping $40 million in repair, a sum that the city is not ready to spend. But the price tag is not the only concern, as an ongoing lawsuit from the family of the original owners has been adding pressure.
The city was sued by the Gusman heirs, specifically for what, in essence, their eyes, the desire to have the operation of the theater fall in line with what the Maurice Gusman's original intent was.
This is where SLAM comes in. Pitbull's Charter School Network and nonprofit partners are proposing an estimated $50 million to revamp the historic Olympia Theater and its adjacent 10-story building, but all in exchange for the city to hand over the venue for just $10. But the people of Miami are not completely on board with the idea.
It's crazy. It's just, we were all wondering, like, how did this happen? Why would they even consider giving away the Olympia Theater?
The first opportunity for the community to ask about the school's plans was in a meeting on Monday held on Zoom, followed by an in-person meeting on Wednesday. Inside the theater, where people manifested their concerns about
why it was rushed through
and the lack of
transparency. The community has been left completely in the dark.
But while most were concerned, some see this as a golden opportunity to restore and preserve the theater.
I don't see a long lineup of people with their checkbooks out to take it over. I'm very happy that this school has made a proposal, and I think we should go with it.
Especially the Gusman family lawyer.
I'm tired. We have found somebody that is making promises.
That was at the last public meeting at the Miami City Hall on Thursday. But even after back-to-back meetings, many in the community remain skeptical.
Thank you for your time.
Feeling like a decision has already been made behind closed doors.
It's a done deal. I am very clear with the language that they use today that whatever nuance isn't done from a legal perspective, the decisions at the table have been made.
Now, the decision of whether the building will be handed out to SLAM will be taking place next week on Thursday, on July 24th, and we will be here to update you. From downtown Miami, David Lascano, Caplin News.
The White House has released an update on President Trump's health after he was diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. During a press briefing yesterday, the White House announced the diagnosis following a medical exam for swelling in his legs.
Chronic venous insufficiency. Venous referring to the veins. We know arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins return blood back to the heart. When there's a problem with the veins, as the president's diagnosis suggests, that means that blood cannot return as easily, and people often develop swelling around the ankles.
The White House also acknowledges bruising on Trump's hand, but health analysts say it's probably unrelated and unconcerning.
For his 50th birthday in 2003, one Jeffrey Epstein received a particular birthday gift, a drawing of a nude woman. It appears to have been signed by Donald Trump, something the president denies. It included the phrase, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." The Wall Street Journal, which reviewed the letter, says it was part of a birthday album created by Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's close associate, later convicted of child sex trafficking. The Justice Department reportedly reviewed the album during its earlier probe into Epstein.
A 17-year-old boy was arrested by Maine State Police yesterday in connection with the murder of a 48-year-old woman who went missing while paddleboarding. Reporter Jackie Mundry has more details on the news.
People are very relieved today.
In the town of Union, with just more than 2,300 people, the death of 48-year-old Sunshine Stewart gaining national headlines.
Initially, it was, geez, how could that ever happen in Maine?
Now, 2 weeks after Stewart's body was found on Crawford Pond, an arrest of a teenage boy.
Well, everybody was concerned, you know, they still hadn't found anyone who did it.
And while there's a sense of relief in town tonight, many are still grieving.
It's a tragedy overall that this is apparently a young man that was the assailant here, and that's going to sting as well. That's going to send some ripples through the community. It's sad on every side.
Representative Katrina Smith grew up in this area and says as Maine State Police continued to tell people in the area to remain vigilant while they looked for the person they believe is responsible for Stewart's death, people have been worried.
People in the community have been concerned because it doesn't happen often there.
In Lewiston, I'm Jackie Mundry for Maine's Total Coverage.
An intersection in Palm Beach County looks a little different today after a repaint. Pride intersection in Boynton Beach has been repainted by city officials. Reporter Ari Haight has more.
Wednesday morning, Boynton Beach city workers were on the job painting over the Pride intersection just a block away from City Hall. Almost 4 years to the day after the ribbon cutting and the unveiling, the intersection is now painted black. In a statement, city leaders say they did it, quote, to ensure full compliance with state and federal transportation mandates. They're referencing this, a July 1st social media post from U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy ordering the removal of all Pride intersections around the country, saying taxpayers expect their dollars to fund safe streets, not rainbow crosswalks.
I was surprised they acted so quickly without reaching out to anyone in the community.
Rand Hawk is the president of the Palm Beach County Human Rights Commission. He says he's disappointed city leaders chose to paint over the intersection, but he also understands they had to act on what he calls a threat from the federal government.
The memoranda literally blackmails municipalities. If you don't remove these, we are going to withhold federal and state funds.
West Palm Beach also has a Pride crosswalk. Delray Beach has a Pride intersection, which was vandalized recently for the third time in 4 years. There has been no indication what those city leaders plan to do, if anything. Hawk hopes the answer is nothing at all.
There's no downside in recognizing a segment of the community that does something beneficial.
That was Ari Haight from WPBF reporting other rainbow crosswalks and intersections in the state could also be removed due to state and federal regulations.
The U.S. Coast Guard has just offloaded more than $90 million worth of cocaine in the Tampa Bay area. The agency made the announcement yesterday in St. Petersburg, stating that the drugs were seized over the course of 2 months. Their operation involved 6 boats interceptions, including a sailboat, a fishing boat, and 4 go-fast-style speedboats. That operation resulted in 35 alleged smugglers being detained.
Sugar farmers have a sweet feeling this morning as President Trump makes a push for real sugar instead of corn syrup in sweet products. The president specifically said that Coca-Cola would be making the switch after some talks with the company. Now, Coca-Cola has not made any statements at this time.
Sony is giving NFL coach headsets a major makeover.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
To know that actually all the hours of me applying for these scholarships and having to log on my school links and just putting in the effort and having the community to support me and guide me through this whole process, is kind of relieving to know that it actually paid off.
A teen receives a huge payout after years of hard work. Newsbreak will be right back in 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the
One Chicago area teen has a lot to be proud of, with academic opportunities beyond his wildest dreams. Aaron Williams graduated high school with acceptance letters to dozens of colleges and millions in scholarships.
As Karen Jordan reports, it's a payoff for more years of hard work.
Florida, but I don't really like the heat.
Aaron Williams and his mother, Erica Smith, sift through a stack of college acceptance letters, and this is only about half of them. The 18-year-old accepted to 83 colleges and counting.
And they're still coming in daily. He gets emails, so they're just a little bit behind.
What's also added up are the scholarships. Between merit money and offers from colleges, Aaron has earned more than $8 million.
To know that actually all the hours of me applying for these scholarships and having to log them on school links and just putting in the effort and having a community to support me and guide me through this whole process, it's kind of relieving to know that it actually paid off in the long run.
So has Aaron's hard work. The Bogan High School graduate is a straight-A student and had a bold proclamation on his first day of class as a freshman.
Came in to the principal and said I would be the class of 2025 valedictorian, and now it's safe to say that I have done that.
Yes, Aaron is the valedictorian of his class, the youngest of 7, also achieving another of his goals, earning more scholarship money than one of his older siblings who earned $1 million.
It kind of pushed me harder because you know how siblings have that sibling rivalry to see who can do better and stuff like that. It kind of motivated me in a way to see how far I can go with it.
As for where Aaron is headed in the fall, he's excited to attend Northern Illinois University, which gave him a free ride. He plans to major in electrical engineering.
He is who he is because of community, because of principals who cared, because of those biological aunts that cared, the non-biological ones.
That was Karen Jordan from WSL reporting. Aaron says he also wants to be the valedictorian for his class when he graduates NIU.
It will soon be a little easier for football teams to get a play call from the sideline to the players on the field. Starting this upcoming football season, Sony is providing NFL head coaches with updated headsets. Company officials say the new headsets can withstand a variety of extreme weather, like the freezing temperatures of Green Bay or the sweltering heat of Miami. They are waterproof and also have improved noise-canceling abilities, a notable feature when visiting teams go into hostile, loud environments. You're watching Newsbreak, and we are coming right back.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter. Your feelings matter. Your identity matters. Everything about who you are matters.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Sabrina Lozano.
And I'm Dylan Bezet. And you can get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.